Hello students, welcome you all on my channel. In this video, I'm with the topic Bryophyta. It is the second division of kingdom Plantae. Here, I'm going to discuss about why the Bryophyta is more advanced as compared to division Algae. In my previous video, I had discussed about the division Algae. It was the basic introduction, and simply I just explained what are the possible things are there in the division Algae. Now here, in Bryophyta, I will focus on its salient feature, differences between thallophytes such as algae and bryophytes, the classification and life cycle. We will all discuss, but this is not possible to complete all the things in single video. So I have to work on Bryophyta it will take more than 2 or 3 videos to complete the complete Bryophyta syllabus. So before commencing, I want to give introduction of Bryophyta. The term Bryophyta is derived from Greek word. In my previous video also I had discussed about the Greek and Latin word. Why the Greek and Latin languages are used in biology and chemistry. Because Latin and Greek languages are dead language and there is no possibility of change in future. So that's why the scientists preferring the Latin or Greek. So the term Bryophyta is derived from Greek word. Greek word. Bryon. Bryon means moss. And as you know, phyton, it is also derived from Greek word phyton, means plants. As you know, plants flourish in 2 conditions. Their habitats are 2 generally, aquatic and terrestrial. But in between aquatic and terrestrial, there is transitional zone, and this zone is swampy place, damp place, moist place with humid and less sunlight, not high intensity. So there in transitional zone, bryophytes inhabits. They were first land dwellers. That is to say, they first inhabit the land. Means it is clear that the algae given rise to Bryophyta. See, what are the advanced character in the bryophytes are? First, the 6 organs are surrounded by jacket of sterile cells. That I will make diagram and I will show here. The 6 organs are surrounded by jacket of sterile cell, and after fertilization, zygote results into formation of embryo, and there is no resting phase. Student, please focus here what I'm saying. The 6 organs are surrounded by jacket of sterile cells, multicellular. The 6 organ after fertilization inside the female structure called archegonium, it gives rise to embryo. So just to make clear, I'm going to make diagram the 6 organ of female and the male 6 organ. The 6 organ of female is known as archegonium. The 6 organ of female is known as archegonium. Don't use the term arche that is related to NCN, ARCHE, archegonium. It is a structure, it is a venter-like structure where the egg are present, and egg is covered by ventral canal cell, and above the ventral canal cell there are more than 6 neck canal cells which protect the ovum. This is the first point. The second point is the male sex organ. The male sex organ is known as antheridia. 3dia, or simply antheridium means singular, antheridia means plural. Here you may also use archegonia plural and archegonium singular. So I am going to make one diagram to demonstrate you a venter-like structure. This structure, the outer cells are there, they are sterile in nature. They are sterile in nature. These structures are known as sterile cells. So the outer structure, this is the venter-like canal. This is the structure of archegonium. This is the structure of archegonium. This is the female sex organ. In the archegonium, a large ovum will be there, and this is also haploid. And this is known as ventral canal cells, or venter canal cells, or simply you may call it VCC. Always remember it is known as VCC. Above that there will be other cells, and these cells are known as NCC. It is known as C. So these cells are known as neck canal cells. It is known as neck canal cells. It is known as neck canal cells, or simply you may call it NCC. And this structure is known as ovum or egg simply. All of them are haploid. See, always remember, this is the ventral canal cell. VCC is also haploid, NCC is also haploid, but they are sterile. They are sterile. That is to say, they will not participate in fertilization. After fertilization, it will degenerate. This is the structure of the female sex organ. So, as you know, it is multicellular, surrounded by jacket of sterile cell. Now, the question arises: what is the function of the sterile cell? It prevents the sex organ from desiccation, means drying up. And it is the advanced character of the Bryophyta. There is a lot thing to discuss in division Bryophyta. Now, as you know, this is the archegonium. The male gametes produced in antheridium, and they are biflagellated. You must remember, they are biflagellated. They are biflagellated. I'm making one diagram of spermatozoids of Bryophyta. You may call it anthrozoids or spermatozoids. So this is the structure of the spermatozoids. This is the biflagellated. 2 flagellas are there, so biflagella. Anthrozoids have biflagella. Anthrozoids have biflagella, and they are produced in antheridia by androcytes. I'm also going to make the diagram of the antheridium so that it will be clear to you. This structure here, this structure is known as venter. This structure is known as venter. And the upper structure, this one, is known as neck. The upper two cells are present here. I'm going to make it more dark so that this is known as cover cells. Cover cells. Now I'm going to make the diagram of antheridia. See, it's a very simple structure. This structure is known as stack, and there will be also jacket of sterile cell like present in the archegonium. This structure is jacket of sterile cell. This is the jacket of sterile cells, and the small dot structure will be there. These structures are known as androcytes. These structures are known as androcytes, and this will give rise to spermatozoids or anthrozoids. This structure is known as sorry, where is the stir? Androcytes. This structure is known as stalk. This is the diagram of antheridium. Antheridium. Male sex organ. Male sex organ. And here it is the archegonium, it is the female sex organ. It's a female sex organ. Now I'm going to discuss about the fertilization process. As I have told you, in algae there are three types of fertilizations are there. They were isogamy, they can fertilize through isogamy, through anisogamy, and through oogamy. But in bryophytes, fertilization is always oogamous. Oogamous means the male gamete is always motile and female gamete is stationary. It will get inside into the neck region by the process of lashing of its tail, that is to say the flagella, 2 in number, and it will get inside and fuse it. Same process is taking place in humans also. The fertilization is oogamous or oogamy. Always remember, students, in algae fertilization is isogamy, anisogamy or oogamy. But in division Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, the fertilization is always oogamous. That is to say, the fertilization is taking place with the help of one of the motile gamete, and the stationary gamete will be stationed at a place, and the motile gamete will come and fuse it. Now come to the second point. I'm going to talk about the differences between the algae and Bryophyta. Though both are cryptogams. Cryptogams I had discussed in the previous video that cryptogams means their sex organs are hidden. Here the sex organs are hidden, but it is not clear that how much they are different in the formation and structure of the sex organs. You may see here such type of structures are not at all present in any algae. Instead of archegonium, they have oogonia, and after fertilization their zygote must undergo resting phase. But here after fertilization there is no resting phase. There is no resting phase. Zygote divides and form embryo. Here, if you are talking about the sex organs are covered with the jacket of sterile cell in both cases. Here also, this is jacket of sterile cell, protective in nature, protect from desiccation. Now, the difference I am going to talk. Here, the plant body is either thalloid or foliose. Foliose means they have leaves, they don't have roots, they lack a root system and shoot system. For anchorage purpose, they have rhizoids. Rhizoids are very fine hair-like structure which aid in absorption of minerals and water from the soil. So this is the unique characteristic of the bryophytes, which made them terrestrial. And as I told you, they inhabit in humid condition, damp place, and they are shady lovers. They are shady lovers. Students, I will also discuss its classification, its classes, orders, species. So you must focus here. Any doubt? Any doubt? Everything is fine. Now, students, here the difference in algae and Bryophyta. See that there is no mitospores in Bryophyta. The asexual reproduction is achieved through mitospores in algae, but not in the case of Bryophyta. Always remember, the asexual, that is to say the vegetative reproduction, takes place in Bryophyta through vegetative parts. Through vegetative parts. See, the one more point are entirely different from bryophytes. In algae, all algae have chlorophyll A common, but they have the secondary chlorophyll, that is to say the chlorophyll B is only present in chlorophyll. But here chlorophyll A and B is common. From here onwards, A and B is common. It is present from Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. But in the case of algae, it is only present in chlorophyll. In my next video, I will discuss about its salient feature and its life cycle. So students, if you have doubt regarding Bryophyta, you may ask me. You may ask the question and I will answer you. So students, till then, thank you for watching my video.